Hey guys, I'm here with an update on the last few days. Such a roller coaster. Our heads are just all over the place. I have been crying most of today. Last time I spoke to you, Liv was having an appointment with her endocrinologist to go over her blood results. All looks great. Her prolactin levels are in normal range and all of her other hormone levels are in normal range. A couple of days ago I heard that our clinic we're going to be closing, which is something that I thought was probably inevitable, and it meant that our transfer that was going to be 4 weeks away wouldn't be possible. Hearing that Liv's levels are all normal now made us think maybe we can go ahead with this cycle that she is in, because she hasn't yet ovulated, and they were wanting to do a natural cycle, so no medications, just tracking ovulation and then doing the transfer 5 days after she has ovulated and then doing progesterone. We called my clinic yesterday to ask whether this would be a possibility. We received confirmation yesterday afternoon that our clinic were happy to go ahead with the transfer this cycle as long as Liv hadn't already ovulated. So Liv got her bloods done yesterday. The bloods that she got done for the endocrinologist were done on the 31st, and those indicated she was due to ovulate in the next couple of days. So yesterday was the 2nd of April and she got her bloods done then. So we figured if the blood test said she's already ovulated, we'll know that she ovulated on the 1st, because that was the only day in between that she hadn't been tested. The anxiety I was feeling yesterday morning was out of this world. I felt like I was going to be sick pretty much all morning. This morning I felt more hopeful because Liv had done the bloods yesterday and, you know, we'd been told we could go ahead as long as she hadn't already ovulated. So when the clinic called this morning to tell her that she hadn't ovulated and to go get another blood test today, that was great news, because we can do it. You know, we can totally transfer an embryo next week. So Liv messaged me as soon as she heard, and I was so relieved. Moments later, she got a call from the clinic saying that they'd received new information and we may not be able to go ahead. And so we were told to wait and they'll get back to us. They had told Liv in the initial phone call to get her bloods done before 11, I think it was, or 10. So just in case Liv got the bloods done anyway. Liv then got a phone call from the clinic advising that they can't go ahead. So Liv told me that, and then while I was on the phone to Liv, the clinic called me, and I answered and they said, we don't have good news. We're having to cancel all frozen embryo transfer cycles as of today, even cycles that have started. I have a friend who is due to do an embryo transfer tomorrow at my clinic, and so I asked, even an embryo transfer that's scheduled tomorrow, would that be cancelled? And she said yes. But then later on she said that only the cycles where women haven't ovulated yet will be cancelled. I mean, it's very likely that Liv is ovulating today, so to miss out by a matter of hours potentially is really hard to hear. I mentioned this and she then said that only women who are on progesterone aren't getting their cycles cancelled. So Liv isn't due to start progesterone until 3 days after ovulation. So I know I'm not the only one going through this, and I know so many people are just having their dreams shattered at the moment because of this coronavirus, and I also acknowledge people are losing loved ones. For me, we have gone through this surrogacy process as quickly as we can because time is precious. My dad has a terminal illness and I really want him to get to experience becoming a grandfather. It's just a really hard pill to swallow, given we're so close. We're so close. Him and I have been trying to have a baby for 6 years. 6 years. There's a lot of heartbreaks and setbacks, hopes crushed in 6 years. I should be used to this feeling, but you just never get used to it. You just don't. To get so close and just have it ripped away. I haven't been pregnant for over 3 years. But it does feel a bit like losing a baby. You know, you're so hopeful that this is finally it. And surrogacy gave us a new, different kind of hope. It kind of felt like a fresh start in a way. You know, I've had 6 miscarriages, and so we were just so ready to go down a different road and try something new that would hopefully bring us our baby sooner. And the fact that Liv's due to ovulate any moment, and we could be transferring our embryo in a matter of days. It's also the roller coaster being told that yes we can, and then no we can't. And I get this whole coronavirus situation is out of everyone's control, and that people need to be safe, and there are precautions that need to be taken. It doesn't make the pain any less though. And I'm just really sick of feeling like this. I'm sick of feeling crushed and heartbroken and just disappointed and sad, and I'm sick of crying. I'm so sick of crying. I just wanted to share this raw video because I know so many of you are hurting right now, getting your cycles cancelled indefinitely. I just never would have imagined when we started trying 6 years ago that we would be here in 6 years' time, still with no baby. Kath's not here. My dad really unwell. And now our baby is who knows how far away. And I know we still have a chance to create our family in the future, and I'm so grateful for that, because I know there are people out there who, you know, this situation is going to potentially cost them ever being able to become a mother. And I know there are people out there who can't become a mother for other reasons. It's just really hard to have come this far, to have gone through the whole surrogacy process, all of the IVF cycles that we've been through, 5 egg retrievals. I saw a photo of myself in a memory that popped up from 4 years ago, and I was in the middle of stims before egg collection, and I was so sure IVF would be our answer. That poor girl had no idea what was coming. She had no idea how hard it would be. I woke up this morning feeling more at peace than I did yesterday. Peace that, and I wrote this in my Instagram post this morning, whenever our baby is meant to come to us, that is what will be, you know. Trying to trust the timing of when our baby will come to us. I was still hopeful that we would be able to move forward in the coming days, and just being given the news that we can't move forward is just really crushing. I'm sorry to practically bawl my eyes out on camera, just how I'm feeling, and I know so many of you are really hurting as well, and my heart is with you, really is. I feel your pain. And I've been seeing that people had embryo transfer scheduled for tomorrow and they're being cancelled. It's such a difficult situation, and it's a situation none of us have ever been in. It's just a really hard pill to swallow when you get so close. Looking back at our journey, I don't think about it that often because I feel like I need to cope and just look forward, but it does seem like a joke, really, when I think of all the hurdles that we've faced in 6 years of constantly trying to have our baby. The sadness and the pain is a feeling that's too familiar, and I just am so ready. We're so ready to enter a next chapter. It just always seems so out of reach and so far away. And it's exhausting. It really is. Can't believe it. Anyway, I'm sick of sitting in this room and listening to our neighbours playing their trashy music, so I'm gonna head to the other end of the house and maybe start editing this mess of a video. But yeah, all my love to you guys, thinking of you here if you need to chat or vent. Love you all. Thank you for all of your support. I've been saying for so many years, I hope I can give you guys some good news soon. Take care of yourselves, stay safe, stay healthy. That's all that matters at the moment. Keeping our loved ones and vulnerable people in our community safe and well. I guess the remarkable thing is that we are all in this together. Prior to this, you know, people would get their cycles cancelled for whatever reason, and we could empathise or sympathise knowing what that feels like if we have had a cycle cancelled. But now so many of us are in the same boat, I guess, and at the same time it's all happening to us now, well, a lot of us. And so I guess we just take comfort in knowing that we're not alone, we're in it together, and there is still hope. There is still hope in the future for a lot of us. I guess hope is fading for me in other ways that I've explained. It's out of my control, and I've just got to try and process those emotions somehow. I'm going to grab a tub of ice cream and bury my head in it. Thank you for listening. Take care, guys.
All the things I